Hello and welcome to NBA Countdown Stay Home Edition. The last time we were all together, it was for the schedule release show, and now we're back in our homes getting ready for the NBA restart. Maria Taylor, we've got Uncle P in the building, we've got Jay Williams and Jay Rose here. Hey, cousins and uncles, we haven't been together in so long. I just want to check in and see what everyone's been up to. Uncle P, how you been?
Man, I've been good. I miss y'all, man. I've been kind of been in the house. Get out a little bit, go to Vegas, get some Top Golf in. That's about it. Spend a lot of time with the kids and family, though.
I've been socially distancing, hanging out with the fam. Really fortunate. My grandmother has the 103rd birthday coming up August 3rd.
Rose, that's incredible, man.
I'm so fortunate. So I've been at the house playing son and grandson, cleaning out the garage.
Yeah, that's dope.
The car to get washed. Grilling, just walking around like I'm in the country, shirt off, shoes off, living that life, stepping on rocks. Like I just been living that life, and I'm having fun doing it.
I'm having a good time. I've been driving back and forth from my mom in North Carolina. She just had her kidney transplant before all this stuff happened, so it's kind of left me back on edge. But it's funny. A couple of months ago, I was like, man, I can't wait to get back to work. Then we got our schedule, and I was like, oh, we going back to
work.
We going back to work.
Exactly.
Work. Right. I'm actually in the country, J Rose, so we don't wear any shoes out here. Even if you go for a drive, you just leave your shoes off. My pool's finally working, so I swim every day. You see it on my shoulders a little bit. We're getting a little bit darker here.
Nice.
But I also feel like congratulations are in order. Jay Will, the announcement came out yesterday about your brand new spanking radio show. So you're gonna be up at 3 a.m. and up late with us.
So Jay Rose is going to be doing with me. Jay Rose will be doing it with me. But things work out the way they work out, I guess. And, we rocking out, I guess.
Congratulations, fam. That's a great opportunity.
Thanks.
That's probably the number one spot in national radio.
No pressure, right?
And you guys are going to be on TV as well. That's a really good look for you. You're going to be do a great job of balancing the both. And you're going to kill it, man. Make us proud.
Congratulations on less sleep, buddy.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
If you need help with the dark circles under your eyes, I got you. Concealer. We'll work on it together. All right, guys. How about this? We are so close to the NBA finally restarting, but obviously there are issues with rising numbers of coronavirus cases in Florida. So I don't know how comfortable you guys would be going down there, but with the current state of the virus and everything that's going on in America, how do you guys feel right now about NBA restart? We haven't checked in about a week, so I'm curious. Jalen?
One word distinction is bubble. You're right. The cases are continuing to climb in most cities and states across the country. That's why I feel like the NBA is going to get closer to crowning the champion than the NFL and Major League Baseball, who are not quarantining their players and coaches. I think we have built an infrastructure of 8 regular season games along with some preseason games that when players fail the test, they're going to have a window of time to get themselves back healthy. The goal is to finish the regular season and then start the playoffs. I like the space that the NBA is in so far.
I do, and I hope they can pull it off. Every time we're on air talking about this, and Joel Embiid came out with some comments the other day just talking about he had some concerns, and I know a lot of people kind of went at him, and it's like, you're in $1 billion bubble, but he also is a human being to have concerns. I'm with him. It's hard to compare because when you think about what everyday people are doing and not being in $1 billion bubbles and the environments in which they have to work and that they go into and earn, it's hard to kind of compare the two because you can't. So I hope they can pull it off. But I will say this, though. It's interesting about Disney. Like FC Dallas, the MLS team, like they had 11 COVID-19 cases and they were quarantined in a Disney hotel room and they had to pull out. So, the overall, it sounds right. But once you get in there, people start to contract it while you're in there. Then you have to start kind of really handling that stuff on the fly. And that's when it can get really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all trial and error. I'm just excited that, that we're trying to put something together. We're pioneering just basically sports in general, to kind of see what it looks like. And everybody's, the NBA has always been on the forefront of doing that. Just like when they came they were the first sports league to stop and it's going to be concerns from everybody. I mean, yeah, the coronavirus is rising in Florida, but like Jalen said, like Jay said, you know, they're going to be in a protected bubble. You know, lots of money being spent to try to protect the players, and you know, this is just a sample of what's going to come with the other sports league. You know, we're going to see what NFL or baseball is going to do. Maybe even college. So, I mean, I'm just excited to have it back, man. And, you know, there's going to be concerns in anything you do, though. You know, we concerned every day in our everyday lives just being at home. You know, we're not in a bubble where we're going to have chefs, barbers, doctors, that nature. So, you know, going into this bubble, you got to feel a little bit more safe than you are in your normal life at home.
They got to get through that quarantine food first, though. That food was not looking good in those pictures the other day.
Man, the food was not looking good. Man, come on, man.
You know, it's interesting you guys all bring that up because I've been in touch with a WNBA agent, and it's interesting to see the differences between NBA and WNBA. And if you think their food is bad, some of the players on the WNBA side are like getting meat when they didn't ask for meat, or like their dietary restrictions aren't being catered to. And so now I'm at the point, I remember when this was first starting and I was like, I just really feel completely for the players and I'm worried about their well-being. And now when I think about the NBA, I'm like, man, there's a lot of caution that has been taken with them. And even when I look across the line at WNBA, I'm like, they're there because they love the game and they're going to deal with more things that maybe we're going to see the NBA players dealing with. And so almost like my views of the NBA restart have changed because I think that they're going to have it right, I think, from beginning to end. And like you said, they'll make some adjustments as they go. But I'm curious in conversations with players, what's kind of come up. Jay, Will, I know that you're always talking to someone. So what are concerns that come up maybe besides the food? And again, if they have those concerns, I would really tell them to go and talk to any of the WNBA players that are dealing with way worse.
Yeah, I think, you know, a couple of guys I've talked to are saying like just leaving their families for 2.5, 3 months. I think that's really a challenge. And I get, you know, you get paid a lot of money, you have to do what they have to do. But I think leaving their family to go to a bubble, they think that they will be okay. But how will their family be? You know, with the, you know, what's their support system? Who are they going to be in hands with? And I've heard a couple of guys kind of expound upon that, considering they're going to be away for close to 3 months.
For me, as players not abiding by the bubble rules.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's going to happen. Maria, they got black cards. They're athletic. They're quarantined. And you know what they're doing? Just going through the phone, sending DMs, sending tweets. Yep. Sending videos, and then you know what that's going to result into? We got to find a way to catch up in person. And whatever I got to do, you're my barber, you're my manicurist, you're essential in my life, you're my agent. It's going to be a lot of those kind of stories just happening. These are professional people. And I just hope that if that does take place, it doesn't lead to somebody from outside of the bubble starting people to be contracted inside of the bubble and create the domino that we're hoping to avoid so we can get to a champion.
So look, I'm a player and I'm in this bubble and I'm thinking as a player. Now, think about the NBA. You know, there's rules that's been changed throughout the course of the years and players make the adjustment to manipulate the rules. Like we see how James Harden has, you know, manipulated his game to get to the free throw line. This is what's going to happen in the bubble. You're going to figure out ways to manipulate the system as you go. And the longer you're in it, you're going to find cracks in this. And it's going to happen because guys are going to be sitting around. They're going to figure out how to get people in, get out. I mean, you just got to – I'm thinking just me as a young player. If I'm in there, I'm 26, I'm like, man, I can't just be sitting in my room all day. You know, yeah, they got the little lounge and everything, but – oh, man, it'll drive me crazy. And I will find a way to manipulate this system, hopefully in a way not to harm other people, though.
Listen, best metaphor that Uncle P's ever come up with is the way that James Harden produces fouls and the way that guys are going to get work in the bubble. This is great.
They find a way, you find a way.
All getting buckets.
Getting buckets in the
getting
bubble.
Buckets.
Getting buckets in the
Hall
bubble.
of Fame style.
I feel like there is no better way to end today's episode of NBA Countdown Stay Home Edition than that. Guys, I've missed you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I don't know if the next time we see each other, maybe we might be in a studio.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.